Good evening, guys. Today you can go ahead and download the third day file. Just let me know, okay, once you're through with the downloading. Okay. There is a file called as day 3. So you guys can download that day 3 ka file. File is not visible. Sheikh, it's visible, Sheikh. I think some people have already downloaded. There is. Pawan, yesterday we guided you, right? Yes, that file will open only in Excel. Okay, guys, before we could start, okay, we have Leela here. She'll walk you through few things, okay? So she'll take the KT session today. After the KT session, we'll start with Excel. Meanwhile, okay, you guys can download the file. Yeah, over to Leela here.
Yeah, thank you, Veda. Thanks for your time. And hello all, good evening. So I'll start sharing my screen and we'll let you know about the dashboard. Our teammate Shruti has already explained you. And again, I want to let you know about it for your understanding. Yeah. So as we already made you have to log into onlinelearning.excelr.com. So once you click on the URL, one more guys, it is. So you would be redirected to this page. Here you can see option like sign in. Okay. Once you click on sign in, it is actually, I'm already logged in, hence it is redirecting me to my page. So I'll show you. Once you click on the URL, you would be seeing that page which I have shown earlier. So once you click on sign in, you will be seeing this box where you mention email password. So I'm giving my credentials. Guys, if you have not set your password, you can try using forgot your password and set your password for it. Okay. Once you're logging in, you'll be seeing this page.
Leela, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Can you please check your internet connection once? Your voice is not clear. It's breaking in between.
Oh, yeah, am I clear now? Hello.
Yeah, Leela.
Yeah,
Looks
thank
like
you.
you are better now.
Thank you. So guys, once you logging in, you would be seeing this access. Actually, I'll let you know. So, one moment, guys. Oh, sorry for the disturbance. One moment, I'll quickly share my screen. So you can see this dashboard. Once you log in this using your credentials, you can see this dashboard where you can find this today's session indication. So you can directly join the session every day by clicking on join meeting. Okay guys, so you will be redirected to Zoom meeting and you can attend this session every day whenever we schedule a session for this EDL program. Okay, so if you want to view the recordings and access the material, you would need to go through this ExcelR Data Analyst EDL program. You can only see this classroom name in your dashboard. So you can click on that. When you go to that particular section, you may see all these things. If you click on start, you can access all these things. So this is the curriculum. In the first section, you would be seeing this attendance submission. So I'll go back and explain you again. That would be great. Yeah. So in the curriculum, you would be seeing the first section as attendance. You can start here to give your attendance, or else you can go to the start here as well. You would be going the same page again. So if you click on the start, you would be seeing this attendance submission. So every day before from 8:30 to 9:30, you can give your attendance submission. So you might have one question: is it necessary to give attendance every day? Yes, it is, because we consider your attendance at least 60% to process your participation completion course completion certificate. Okay, after this program completes, we would be giving you participation certificate. So for that, we would require at least 60% of your attendance. Okay, so if you want to access the yesterday's session or any materials which we post in this dashboard, you might find here. When you go to Excel, in the first left side, you can see this data analyst EDL program Excel day 1. So this is the recording of the first day session, and below okay, you can go through this recording. Here in the first day, you have no materials, hence it is not showing. So if you go to the day 2, you can see this video blog which is of yesterday's recording, and you can access this material also, the practice sheet which we have uploaded for your reference. So whenever our mentor is asking you to download the worksheet, you can directly download it from your dashboard. Here you can find it under the section data analyst EDL program Excel day 2. This is yesterday's one. For today, you have to go to Data Analyst EDL Program Excel Day 3 section, where you can find this YouTube live as well as this ExcelR practice workbook for Day 3. So our mentor has asked you to download this. You can directly download from here. So likewise, for every day, we are going to upload this workbook as well as the recording for your reference, guys. So as I mentioned, you need to submit your assignment, and if you want, you can access these recordings and materials. So if you have any queries regarding the progress, you can reach out to edl@excelr.com. We are ready to help you and guide you. If you are facing any troubles while logging into this dashboard, you can reach to us to the same email ID, edl@excelr.com. If you are not yet received any access mails from us, you can let us know. We will give you the access to this dashboard. Okay, guys. Hope I'm clear with my points. So thank you, team, and thank you, Veda, for your time.
Thank you, Leela. Guys, any queries to Leela? So Shushant, if you've not received any mail, you need to send the mail. Okay. Yesterday also, they had told you that if you've not received, okay, you're supposed to send a mail to Leela. Can you type that email ID into the chat box?
Yeah, sure.
And you have to send your name and your phone number also, and your email ID, of course. So Shahrukh is telling he sent a mail, but he still not got any access. Check your junk box also, Shahrukh.
Yeah, sometimes your access mails go into spam also. Please check your all mail folders. If not, do let us know. We will always try to help you.
Okay, it seems Shahrukh has not got Leela.
We will check. Please send your mail IDs in the chat window.
Okay, Shahrukh, put your mail ID into the chat window. Sushant, you too.
Yeah. Somebody is saying you can see the blank dashboard. So we will check your access, Sakshi, and we'll give it to you. Okay.
Yeah, Rahul. Mail is not working.
You would have given different mail ID for the access.
Yeah, you see, when you log in, when you click on that mail, it will take you to the portal where you're supposed to log in. Login is nothing but your email ID. Okay, and you can set your password. Suppose you don't know your password, you can tell forgot password, and then probably it will prompt you for the new password. So all that you need to try. First time when you log in, it will ask you to reset your passwords. Subsequent times, okay, you need to remember that password and give that password. Yasir. Then maybe you would have given a different mail ID, Yasir. You would have given a different mail ID. You have to use the same mail ID, okay, where you have registered. And don't send the message to everybody, Yasir, rather than directing it to me. So Leela can also read and okay, she can give you suggestions. Yasir is telling that okay, he forgot the password, and he's telling that okay, showing email and phone number is not valid, it seems, Leela.
Yeah, okay, we will look into them.
Okay. Shubham is telling, okay, he sent a mail to ExcelR, but he still not received any feedback from you.
We will go through all those things. Whether probably you can start the meeting.
Okay, fine. Okay, guys, I think we'll get started. Okay. Yeah, did you guys download? No, chat option. I have enabled the chat option. Now you will be able to send mails. I mean, chat to everybody. Chat messages. Guys, did you get to download that file? Is there somebody, okay, who's not downloaded? Please don't come in between and tell, okay, ma'am, I've not downloaded. I know yesterday, 3/4 of the session, okay, somebody is coming and telling, ma'am, where is that file? So doesn't make sense. Okay, be prepared and okay, concentrate on the session. Anybody here, okay, who's not got the file? Please respond, guys. Okay, if you don't have a file. So in between, if you ask me, you are distracting me also, you are distracting the entire session also. Or somebody wants a coffee break, is it? Good, go take. Okay, we'll start, guys. Today we will talk about Vlookup, Lookup also we'll talk about. Then if time permits, we'll talk about count and count family functions. Okay, so that will be the session coverage. I'll start sharing my screen. I think my ExcelR. Yes, is my screen visible, guys? Okay, good. So we'll get started. Just observe my screen. Okay, I told you today we will talk about Vlookup, Lookup. We'll create one small dashboard also. Okay, meanwhile, I think some people have already copied that file to the chat board. I mean, chat box. Guys, there are some people who have copied it to the chat box. If you're not able to access your dashboard, okay, maybe you can download from the chat. Okay. How many of you know Vlookup here? Am I not audible, guys? Guys, am I audible? Okay. Okay. So most of you are telling that I am audible. For those guys, okay, who okay, if I'm not audible, probably you need to check your internet access. Okay. Yes. Now just observe my screen. Okay, hey, people didn't respond. Okay, that you, how many of you know? You can raise your hands. Okay, you can raise your virtual hands in case, okay, you know Vlookup. So Shubham knows Vlookup, I guess. Asrar knows. Okay, Teja. Okay. Fine. I think out of, okay, 430, there are around 5 to 6 people, okay, who know Vlookup. Fine. The rest can concentrate. I mean, okay, these others also need to concentrate, who know also. Okay, now just observe my screen, guys. Okay. Now, this is a employee database I have. Okay. So here I have employee serial number, I have name, age, department, designation, and the basic salary. Now, I also have an employee by name Ambani. Now, I want to find out Ambani's designation. So what is Ambani's designation here? Just look into this database and tell me what is Ambani's designation here. HR is department. Designation is senior manager, right? So the designation is senior manager. It was so easy for you people to tell because you have limited number of rows and limited number of columns here. So that's why it was easy for you to go and check Ambani and get his designation, right? But actually, when you go on board and if you start working with Excel, your data will not be so small. You will have a huge database. I have seen databases, okay, as big as 1 lakh records also. Okay, 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, okay, sometimes 10 lakh records, sometimes entire Excel will not be enough, okay, to store the data. So there might be so many records. In such a scenario, going and finding Ambani itself is a tedious task. right? Getting his designation is even more tedious. So it will take a hell lot of time. Can you imagine, suppose, let me consider I have 10,000 records. So in this 10,000 records, if I want to get Ambani's designation, do you think, okay, it will be easy for you guys to do that? Definitely not, right? So it will take a hell lot of time and it is more tedious also. For such things, you have lookup functions. Okay, for such jobs, you can use a lookup function. Excel comes with n number of lookup functions. You have Vlookup, HLookup, match, index, choose. There are so many functions what your Excel supports. In today's session, we will concentrate on Vlookup and HLookup. Okay, yeah, of course you do Control G, but Control G will show you Ambani. And in case if in Ambani I have multiple columns, then manually I'll have to go and get the designation, right? Again, you can think of the plight there. Okay, now I want to get and one more thing. Any lookup functions is written in such a manner that they work on your ID key fields. ID key fields means unique values. See, all of you are students, I guess, right? Am I right? Okay, in your colleges, a student ID is given to you guys, right? Why do you guys have a student ID? I know all of you have names. Okay, so why do people don't use your names? Why an ID is given to you? Why a student ID is given to you? So that you can be recognized, okay, uniquely. So when we talk about, okay, a particular person, for example, if I talk about Abhishek, okay, there might be n number of Abhisheks, right? So you might argue that, okay, I have a surname. So, but there is no hard and fast rule that the same surname the other person also shouldn't have, right? So names can be repetitive. So in order to identify you people uniquely, a code is given to you people, an ID is given to you people. Okay. So similarly, whenever you create a database, you should have at least one column which is unique in nature, okay, which does not have repetitions. So this is actually a rule. When you create a database, you should have at least one column which is unique in nature, which does not have any repetitions, and all your lookup functions work on that unique ID key fields. Okay, mean to tell, if at all you have a repetition, okay, your Vlookup will not even understand that there is a repetition. For example, let me consider, okay, I am writing a Vlookup to get Ambani's designation here. Suppose I have two Ambanis. Your Vlookup will not even know the second Ambani is there also. So what Vlookup will do? It will go search, okay, first Ambani it finds, he'll get his designation and keep quiet. Okay, so it will not even know that the second Ambani do exists also. This is the way it is. This is not the limitation. This is the way it is supposed to be. So not only Vlookup, any lookup functions for that matter. It could be Vlookup, it could be HLookup, it could be match, it could be index. So any lookup for that matter work on your unique ID key fields. Okay. So with this intro, let me start writing a Vlookup to get Ambani's designation here. And guys, please don't do along with me. Listen to me. Okay, observe the screen, listen to me. And once I finish the demonstration, I'll give you a chance to practice. Okay. So I start writing is equal to Vlookup. Any function for that matter should start with equal to sign. So I'm starting with an equal to sign. Then I write Vlookup. So Vlookup, how many parameters it takes here? Can you guys see this and tell me how many parameters it is taking? Comma is a parameter separator. No, not 5, Netrali. 4. So it takes 4 parameters, out of which the last is optional. Can you see the last parameter it's showing in your box spaces, right? Anything in box spaces is optional. Okay. So here it takes 4 parameters. The first parameter is your lookup value. Lookup value is what I want to search for. So I want to search for Ambani here in the database here. So lookup value is I want to search for Ambani. So I click on Ambani here. Don't go and click on Ambani here. Suppose you know Ambani exists here. There is no need for us to write a Vlookup at all, right? The assumption is, okay, we don't know where is Ambani in the database. Okay, and we want to search for Ambani. So don't click Ambani from the database. It should be outside the database. Suppose we know Ambani is here, then why should we write a Vlookup? Correct? Okay, so your lookup value is Ambani. I want to find Ambani and I want to get this designation. Understood what I want? I want to find Ambani in the database. I want to fetch his designation. So my lookup value is going to be Ambani here. Now when I put a comma, it goes to the next parameter. Next parameter is your table array. Table array is nothing but your database. And the entire database you need to select. Okay, don't select entire columns like this. This is the wrong way of doing things. You shouldn't do like this. You should select like this. Okay, from the starting till the ending of your database. Now, one more thing. If I select my database like this, what Vlookup will do is it will start searching for Ambani in the first column of my selection. So can it find Ambani here? What is my first selection now? First selection is serial number, right? So can I find Ambani in the serial number here? No. So it will tell me hash and it will tell I don't know. So it will throw you an error. So apart from selecting entire database, you will also ensure that whatever you are trying to look should be in the first column. So we are searching for the emp name, right? We are searching for Ambani. Ambani is in the emp name. So you will have to start selecting your database from emp name onwards. So you need to select your entire database like this. Okay. So now I can get Ambani in the first column. Ambani is there in the first column. So it works out right. Now, one more thing. Now, generally, let me consider, okay, here, I want to fetch basic salary for these names. For Deepak also, I want basic salary. Ambani, I want this basic salary. For these guys, I want to write a Vlookup to get basic salary. Now, in this case, what I do, I write a Vlookup for Deepak and later on I drag, right? I don't try to key in. I don't write one Vlookup here, another same Vlookup. I don't type in. I don't type in multiple Vlookups. So what I do, I write one Vlookup and I do the dragging. Am I right? So when I drag here, okay, does the table address change? Does the table address change? Irrespective of any employee I am searching, the starting and the ending address of your database does not change, right? So if you don't want it to change, what should you do? I think yesterday we discussed this. We have to put dollars. So what's the shortcut key to put dollar? What's the shortcut key? Very good. Okay, you have to press F4, not F5, F4. In some laptops, it is function F4. So the moment you select your database, ensure you press F4. Now you can see automatically dollars are added for B2 as well as F20. So from B2 to F20. So this becomes absolute so that when you copy this address to any location, this will not change. Okay, so that you will be able to drag and it will work fine for the other fellows also. Now I put a comma. Next is my column index number. Column index number is which columns information you want as an output. In this case, I want designation, Ambani's designation. So I literally need to go and count and tell in which column designation lies with relevant to my selection. So I've selected from emp name onwards, right? So emp name is the first column. Age is the second column. Department is 3. Designation is 4. So I need to type 4 there. So I start counting from emp name and tell in which column it is. So I want designation. So I tell 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when I put a comma, it goes to the last parameter. Last parameter is how you want a match to happen. We are searching for Ambani, right? So you want approximate Ambani or you want exact Ambani? Guys, are you searching for exact Ambani or approximate Ambani? Exact Ambani. There is nothing like approximate Ambani. Approximation will never come into picture for your text type of data. Okay, approximation will be less than or equal to. So you can't tell less than or equal to Ambani, right? So any text type of data, it is always going to be exact match. So you'll have to tell false there. Exact match means false. Just don't click here and keep quiet. Okay, you have to double click on this, or you can type from your keyboard as false. So when you double click, now you can see you get false here. You shouldn't leave this blank. If you people are used to giving a 0, you can give a 0 also. Okay, 0 means false any non-zero value is true. So either false or zero you can give. Okay, now I close my bracket. Okay, then when I tell enter, now you can see I get Ambani's designation. I repeat again, guys, please, okay, observe the screen, listen to me. I am repeating again. Okay, so basically, Rahul, listen to me. Okay, I'm repeating. So basically, your VLOOKUP takes, okay, 4 parameters. First parameter is a lookup value. Lookup value is what I want to search for. In this case, I want to search for Ambani. Second parameter is your table array. Okay, table array is your database. So I've selected entire database here. And in most of the scenarios, your database is absolute addressing method. I don't want the address to change. So you'll have to put dollars. So in order to put dollars, the moment you select, you have to press F4. In some laptops, it is just F4. In some laptops, it is supposed to be function F4. You have to hold your function key and press F4. Or from your keyboard also, you can prefix dollars for your address. Or F4 is a shortcut key. The third parameter is a column index number. Okay, column index number is which column's information you want. I want designation, right? So I literally count and write there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So some people was asking, right, how did I get that 4? So I literally count and write there. So if it is basic, I would have given 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's, I want designation. So I put 4 there. The last parameter is how you want a match to happen. I want an exact match. So either I tell false or 0. So when I tell enter, I get Ambani's designation. Right? There are some queries. Okay, let me go through. Can we take more than one column values? No shake. One function can give you only one output. So if you want 2 outputs, you have to write 2 functions. Hash in a shown means, okay, maybe you don't have that value. Nimra, it is like that. Okay, you have to tell in which columns it is you are supposed to count and write. This is the basics. Okay, but as in when you proceed, okay, you learn more of Excel. There are ways where you can automate. Okay, so this is the first step. So first step, you have to type 4 there. No, Deepika, okay, you don't have to rewrite your VLOOKUP. There are other ways of doing that. Okay, so probably this is okay too preliminary to explain all that. Okay, so there is a concept called a stable concept that will make things clearer. Okay, I think guys, I hope okay. False means exact match. Either you can tell false or 0. You have to select false. Value is not showing means, okay, you're not given the right thing. No, it will not, see, false means it will not give you the exact match, but you are searching for Ambani, right? Exact Ambani you have to do. And any text search, it has to be false only. This is text. Ambani is text, right? So it has to be false. And most scenarios, it has to be false. Okay, don't give true. In order to write true, there are many other rules which governs, okay, the true values. So don't use true. So you have to write false. Table array is nothing but your database. There are selection techniques, Akhil. If your database is very big, okay, there are other selection techniques. You can use lots of techniques. lookup value should be in the first column. So here now you can see my lookup value is in the second column, right? So I have discarded serial number. I have not selected serial number. So whenever you make a selection, your lookup value should always be in the first column. No, it is not case sensitive, but your spellings and the spaces matters. Okay. Okay. Guys, just see what my VLOOKUP does is, you can give either false or zero, Khan. Okay, if you don't want to give false, you have to give zero. Okay, that you shouldn't give true, you have to give false. Now, what my VLOOKUP is doing is, it is searching for the required information like this. It is capable of giving the outputs from the columns, right? So you can look your values like this, and your VLOOKUP can give you column information. Now, suppose I have a transpose database. Transpose means rows into columns and columns into rows. Okay, for example, just look at this. I have a transpose database. Okay, so in this transposed, Amar, okay, listen to me. We'll discuss that, okay, Hashraf later on. Okay, now, suppose here in this database, if I want to search for Ambani. So in this case, if I want to search for Ambani, I search like this, right? I search from top to bottom. Now, in this case, if I want to search for Ambani, I search from left to right, right? And here I want the row information. For such things, you can write HLOOKUP. HLOOKUP is horizontal lookup, VLOOKUP is vertical lookup. So VLOOKUP will search like this, and it will give you the column information, whereas HLOOKUP will search like this, okay, and then it will give you the row information. That's the difference between your VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. For example, here, now suppose I want to get basic salary of Shanti here. Okay, so here I can type is equal to HLOOKUP. My lookup value here is Shanti, right? Comma. So table array. So here again, I have to ensure whatever I'm trying to look should be in the first row. So I should select my database like this. Control Shift down arrow, Control Shift right arrow. Okay. So you'll have to press F4, comma. Here it is row index number. In VLOOKUP, it was column index number. So I want basic. So basic is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll have to type 4. And the last parameter is false again. Okay, so close your bracket and tell enter. So you get HLOOKUP. Now you can drag it across. Now you're getting #NA for Sunita. So why are you getting #NA for Sunita? Because Sunita is not there in the database. Now you can see Sunita is not there in the database. So that's why it is giving you #NA for Sunita. Okay. Now go ahead and try these exercises. I want you to write a VLOOKUP to fetch basic salary for these names. Here, department for the serial number and designation for the serial number. Here, I want you to write a HLOOKUP to fetch basic salary for these names, department and designation for these serial numbers using this database. Okay. Rahul, Control Shift down arrow, Control Shift right arrow will select entire database. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, try it out. Once you finish, okay, you can put the formula into the chat box. Yes, Amit, it's right. HLOOKUP function is just like VLOOKUP, except VLOOKUP will search from top to bottom and it will give you the column information, whereas your HLOOKUP will search from left to right and give you the row information. Okay, Akhil? Same syntax. Yes, you have to write 2 VLOOKUPs, one for department, one for designation. Netrali. The moment you type is equal to HLOOKUP, open brackets, you can see the syntax at the bottom. Somebody from YouTube is asking me, okay, when you check approximate with the number, not text, what range does it use to decide? It will always give you less than or equal to. Okay. When you use true value, it will always give you less than or equal to. And just like that, you can't use on any database. Okay. Your database has to be arranged in some order. Only then it works. So that's a different criteria by itself. Correct, Nivedan. Shabazz, it only opens in Excel. Hey, Manoj, why that laugh, yaar? You have to type in the formula, Bharat. You have to sit and type the formula. You can write Krishna, you can write Vlookup, okay, when you are searching from top to bottom. If you can write HLOOKUP when you're searching from left to right. Vlookup is vertical, HLOOKUP is horizontal. Neutrally check your function. Maybe your function is not right, that's why you're getting hash and a. So for those people, okay. Here, okay, HLOOKUP. I've shown you the HLOOKUP here also. Okay, try this out. What do you mean voice is coming, Joshi? Four is the column index number, Rakesh. False is, okay, exact match. So for all your scenarios, you have to put false. Without using the mouse. Double click on that formula. When you double click on that formula, or okay, F2. Bharat, if you press F2, it will allow you to edit. F2 is the shortcut key for editing. Okay, guys, okay, I'll write it here. Okay, those people who still have doubts, okay, please observe my screen. Here, okay, I want to write a Vlookup to fetch basic salary for these names. So I'll type is equal to Vlookup. Guys, please listen to me. In case, okay, you have doubts, okay, you just listen to me. So first one is your lookup value. In this case, lookup value is Deepak. I want Deepak's basic salary here. So lookup value is Deepak, comma. Okay, the second parameter is your database. Okay, now database is like this. I need to select my database like this. Okay, entire database you have to select. And I'm selecting from emp name onwards because my Deepak is available from in the emp name column. So this should be the first column. Now I need to make it as absolute. So I press F4. Now you can see dollars are added. Now when I put a comma, it goes to the next parameter. Next parameter is column index number. So I want basic salary. So basic is in, okay, here. So we need to count from here and tell. So emp name is 1. This is 2. This is 3, this is 4, this is 5. So basic lies in the 5th column from my selection. So I'll have to type 5. And the last parameter is exactly Deepak I want. So I need to tell false or 0. If you people are used to giving a 0, you can give a 0. Now when you close your bracket and tell enter, you get Deepak's basic salary. Just drag it down. Now you can see you're getting Shankar and Rashmi. Why are you getting hash NA for Shankar and Rashmi here? Other than Shankar and Rashmi, you're getting the basic salary for the others. You're not getting Shankar and Rashmi. Why? Because in the database, you don't have Shankar and Rashmi. So that's why it is telling hash NA. Hash NA means not available. And somebody was asking, okay, hash ref, right? So hash ref is like this. Now, I have only 5 columns here. Now, suppose I try to put 6 column here. Suppose I put column index number 6. There is no 6 here. Can you see here? Okay, maximum I have only 5 columns, right? Now, if I tell 6, it will tell me hash ref. That means the reference is not valid. Okay. Yeah. Ishwar, okay, some people have already shared this on the chat also. So you can download it. What Lubna? Hash ref is, this is not, you're giving a wrong column index number. That is hash ref. You have to double click on false, or you can also give 0. Dr. Siddiqui, okay, either you can tell 0 or you can just double click on false. See, one method you can type in your false. Okay, I can go here. I can just type false. Okay, another method is just click here. After clicking, double click on this. Or instead of all this, you can just give a 0 also. This is also valid. Any which way you can do. What do you want me to explain, Shabazz? Five is this basic salary. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tushar, what is that Vlookup with number? Tushar, what is that you're asking? Here you have Vlookup with number, right? Serial number department. Yeah, see, here we are searching for text. Here we are searching for number here. We are searching for serial number. Rakesh, if you're getting hash, increase or column width. Just click here, okay, suppose I'm getting, suppose I have some numbers here. And if I'm getting hash here, okay, so that means I have to increase a column width. So just go and click on the header here. Just hold your mouse, drag and release. Now you get it. Shabazz, it's exact value. Most of the scenario you have to type false. Correct. What do you mean by address of values? Tech, I didn't understand what you're trying to ask me. Hey, this B25 is what we want to search. So we want Deepak's basic salary. Okay. So this is Deepak and this is basic salary. This is the output, fifth column output I want. Okay, and my lookup value is in B25. So in this case, now you can see it is in B26. So this is giving Ambani's basic salary. Now this is giving Shanti's basic salary. Hash value, because it is not there in the database. Rakesh, if it is still showing hash value, copy and paste your formula to the chat box. If you guys are getting a wrong output, if you're not getting the right output, please put your formulas into the chat box. So I hope, okay, all of you have got this right. Is there somebody, okay, who didn't get this right? If you people are not getting it right, copy this into the chat window. Okay, looks like, okay, all of you have completed. Okay, somebody is getting a wrong output. Let me check it out. This is for which one, Pratik? This is Pratik's formula. Hey, Pratik. Okay, this is not B12. If I told you, if you know Deepak is here, why should you write a VLOOKUP? There is no need to write a VLOOKUP at all, right? So instead of B12, select this. It should be B25. Pratik, correct this and drag it. You will get it right. No, Venkat, you can't do both the designation and one function can give you only one output. Okay, so if you here you want two outputs, department and designation, you have to write two. Yeah, there are methods, not that it is not possible, but at least, okay, in this stage where you are in, you can't. There are methods you can do. But let us not go into that. Thank you, Sid. Hey, only if you have errors, okay, paste it. Shahrukh, wrong output, is it? VLOOKUP, is it? For department. So this is Shahrukh's. Okay, here. You're getting note, Shahrukh? Correct. See, it's working for me. I copied yours only. Mahesh, what are you telling? B10 for data. What B10 you're telling? Hey, no. Don't select it from the database. Yes, Nikhil, dollar is very much important. Arun, we'll wait, Arun. Okay, let everybody complete, then we'll go to the next one. Okay, so I've copied, okay, Shahrukh's formula here. So it's working. Now, somebody was asking me, right? Ma'am, okay, should we write VLOOKUP for designation also? So one thing what you can do, you can just double click on this and put a right addressing methods. So here I can put dollar for B here. So B is common here. Yesterday we spoke about addressing methods, right? So just put a dollar for B there. Okay. Now when it will enter, I just have to drag it to the right side here and change the column index number for designation. So designation column index number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So instead of 4, make it 5. So this is a significance of using your dollars. Somebody was asking why dollars, right? So without dollars, you have to sit and retype. Correct your formula, Uday. Here I've given you the formula here. Okay, just observe my formula. Okay, correct it. We know that, okay, if you are not present for the previous class, you wouldn't understand what is dollar. So in case, okay, if you are not present yesterday, please go back and check yesterday's video. Then you will understand, okay, what does the dollar do? Oh, I think, okay. Oh, Shahrukh. Sorry, okay. This is department is 4, right? Drag it. Designation is 5. This is what I think he was telling. I copied somebody's formula here. That's the reason. Change your column index number. So I didn't observe, sorry. Whose formula I copied? Shahrukh, huh? Shahrukh or Siddiq? Somebody's formula I copied. Okay, guys, through with this. I see either you can put 0 or false. Okay, so 0 or false, both are the same. If you want, you can put false or you can put 0. Anything is okay. 0 means false. Non-zero is true. Other than 0, if you write anything else, that will be true. It's already there here, okay. Department Netrali. You can see the formula here. Yes, you have to put dollar. See, guys, looks like, okay, most of you are not very convinced with dollar, right? So you're asking me again and again and coming and asking me like, okay, is it mandatory for me to put dollar? I will show you, okay, why it is mandatory. Just observe the screen, guys. Here, okay, I've written the basic salary with dollars, right? Can you see here? I've written with dollars. Okay, just check it out. Okay, I'm going to write here VLOOKUP without the dollar. So those people who are arguing here, okay, telling that dollar is not required, okay, please observe. Now here, okay, this is my lookup value, comma, I'm rewriting my VLOOKUP. So this is my table array. This time I don't put dollars here, comma, column index number is 5 and the last parameter is false. Same what I did, okay, in the previous I have done this. Okay, fine, I'm getting the output here. But just check this out. I am dragging it down. Okay. What is happening? Ambani, you're getting right. Shankar and Rashmi, you're getting Hashane. That's also right. Now, can you see for Shanti, you are supposed to get 3,000, but you're getting Hashane. Can you see here? Shanti is here. Shanti is 3,000. Can you see here? Why do you think it's like that? We'll talk about that Venkataramya. Okay, now just look at this. When I double click on this, now this is my table array, right? No, since I dragged it here, okay, just observe my screen. When I double click on this, my table array has not changed because I put dollar here, right? B2 to F20, it is not changed. So it is working fine. But here, since I've not put dollar, can you see your table array has changed? Since there is no dollar, okay, when I drag it down, the address also changes as per the new location. Now you can see Shanti is there, but Shanti is not there in the selection. That is how it is, but it is why it is showing Hashane. Now tell me, is it mandatory for me to put dollars? Yes. So always practice the right method. I know some of you already know VLOOKUP, but okay, start doing the right thing so that you don't get such errors later on. Then after that, you will tell VLOOKUP is not working, ma'am. I'm sure, okay, you people will blame VLOOKUP only. Okay, should we go to the Yeah, you can add here. You can see I've added, right? Mixed. I just put $$ for B here. 33 I've not put. So when I drag it, okay, to the right here, now you can see it is working. And just change the column index number here. This is mixed. Okay, Lookup. Yes. Oh, why? Okay, who's getting hash ref here? Mohan Reddy, put your formula into the chat box. This false or zero means exact match. Don't use approximate, okay? You can't use approximate. You have to use exact match. Always it is exact in most scenarios. Okay, so you have to put exact match there. Shabazz, okay, you need to repeat yesterday's class, yeah. Were you present, Shabazz? Yesterday's session? Okay. In case, okay, if you are present, you just go back and repeat yesterday's class so that you have that clarity. Mohan, I told you to put your formula into the chat box. Let me see, okay, what is that you have typed in? This is for which one, Mohan? It's 21 now. There is no 21 column, Mohan, so definitely you will get, there is no 20 column also. This is for which one? D23, yeah. Which is the D23? Mohan, your formula is wrong. Tell me for which one you are writing this. Your formula is wrong, Mohan. Okay, this is how you're supposed to do. I'm copying this formula, okay, to the chat box. Okay, just okay, I'll copy this formula to the chat box. Just copy paste it and then okay, go through that. Yeah, somebody else. Mohan, here goes your formula. Correct it. Now, okay, coming to Lookup. Here, I've already shown you this Lookup, right? So I'll show you this Lookup now. Is equal to Lookup. My lookup value, what is my lookup value here? Lookup value is this 5, right? C58, comma, table array, entire table array you should select. Click on the first cell, Control Shift down arrow, Control Shift right arrow. You can press F4 to make it as absolute, comma. Now the row index number for department is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to count and write there 4, comma, okay, and last parameter is false. So close your bracket and tell enter. Now you can drag it. Similarly, you can do for the designation also. Now, once you have completed this, go to the next sheet and do the next sheet. Next sheet, we have Vlookup and Lookup, right? Go ahead and try those exercises. Okay, thank you, Nivedan. So Nivedan has given me the output for designation. I'll copy Nivedan's formula. Okay, let me put false here because most of you are doing with false. Okay. Yeah, it's right, Sheikh. So guys, once you're through with this, I want you to go and try these exercises also. Okay, give it a quick try. I can't give you more time. So probably I'll give you, okay, 10 minutes to complete this. Lookup is same like Vlookup. Okay, here. Lookup is horizontal lookup. Again, lookup value is what you want. I want to search for 5, comma. So table array is this table array. So I need to select entire table array here. Okay, press F4, comma, row index number here. Instead of column index number, you have row index number. Okay, so it is, I have to count and write 1, 2, 3, 4 for department. Okay, and the last parameter is false. Okay. Bushra, I explained it again. Okay, hope you understood it. And guys, okay, if you have some issues, please go back and check for the videos. Okay, it's not that this is the end of it. Okay, these video recordings are also available. So you can go, and if you want more explanation or if you feel some part you have not understood, please go back and refer the recordings. Okay. Yeah, next sheet, I want you to go and try these exercises, guys. Or maybe, okay, you do one thing. Guys, you can take it as an assignment. Okay. This next sheet, you can take it as an assignment. You can work it out, okay, on this. So we'll continue with the other things because we have less of time. So probably we'll try one more exercise, and if you have time, we'll come back to this. Okay. Okay. Guys, concentrate. If you're still doing, please stop that for the time being. You can always go back and do it also. Okay, so we will solve this. Ready? Please stop doing, if at all you're doing something else. Okay, listen to me. Be with me. Yes, guys. Okay, now you can all click on this employee detail sheet. Okay, I've just opened this employee detail sheet. This is a form what I have created. Okay, so listen to me. Guys, listen to me. You don't have to do with me. Okay, just listen to me. So this is a form what I have created. Okay, form is nothing but I've just done some typing and I've changed the background color and I've changed the font and all that. Okay, that's all. See here, I just go home tab. I've changed the font here to 20 times New Roman, bold, italic. Okay, here I've just changed the background color. Okay, this is the background color I've changed, and all this I've done. Okay, this anybody can do. Okay, it is a child's play. Now what I want is, with this form, I want to automate this form. Automate in the sense, here in the next sheet, I have employees details. So you can see it's a huge database. I have got around 200 employees records here. So what I want is, if at all any employee code, for example, S029. So if I just go here, if I type S029 here, I want all these details of this employee from this sheet. Okay, understood what I want? Whenever I enter employee code, valid employee code, what I want is, I want that employee's details here, which is there in another sheet. So all this while when you wrote a Vlookup, what we did was, we were trying to fetch the information from the same sheet to the same sheet. Here what we did, we had a database here, we wrote Lookup here. We had a database here, we wrote a Vlookup here, right? But generally, when you go back and start working with Excel, you might have a data in a different book or a different sheet, right? So in such a scenario, how to fetch your data from another sheet or another book? This is one thing what this example is going to talk about. Secondly, this example is also going to talk about dashboard creation or automation. Okay, dashboard is a buzzword in Excel. Okay, so we'll see how to create a dashboard, an interactive dashboard with this example. Okay, now what I want is, okay, with all of you can type S029 here. Just go employee code here, next to that employee code, type S029. Okay, now first I'll start writing SSN number. Okay, I'll write a Vlookup to fetch SSN number for this employee code. Now, please listen to me. Guys, listen to me. So you can type is equal to Vlookup. So my lookup value is A029. This is my lookup value. I can make it as absolute. I can press F4. That's because if I try to copy this Vlookup to any other cell here, I don't want this address to change. So my lookup value does not change irrespective of whether I am fetching the employee name or region or earning or whatsoever it is. So if I copy the formula to any other location, I don't want this B3 to change. So I put dollars there, right? Comma. The next parameter is your table array. Here, the table array is in another sheet here, right? So what I do, I need to click on another sheet. Now you can see it's a big database. So using your mouse cross selection might be very difficult. So we have a shortcut key to select big database. So what you can do is you can click on the first cell. So what I do, I click on my A1 cell here, and you can use Control plus Shift plus down arrow. Now what happens? You can see entire database gets selected. Okay, since I press down arrow, the down, okay, it selects, okay, all the rows there. Now I want to select my columns also. So I can hold my Control, Shift and right arrow. Now you can see it selects towards all the columns also. Control, Shift down arrow, Control, Shift right arrow, right? Now in the formula bar, when you observe, can you see it is showing you employees? Okay, this employees is nothing but your sheet name here. All this while, when you wrote a Vlookup or any other function, you never happen to see this sheet name because you were trying to deal with one sheet. Now what is happening is you're trying to deal with multiple sheets here. So that's the reason you're getting a sheet tag along with the address here. Now I press F4, so you can see dollars are added. Now at this point of time, most of you after this want to click back on employee details. So most of you have the tendency that you need to click on employee details. Please don't do that. Don't click anywhere. What you're supposed to do is you should observe your formula in the formula bar here. You have to finish your formula here. Automatically, once you finish close bracket, it goes back to employee details. So you don't have to worry about going back to employee details. So at this point of time, what you should do is you should observe your formula in the formula bar and try to write a formula from here. So the next thing is I put a comma. Okay, I selected a database, Venkatramana Pranav. If I want to select a database, first click on your first cell, Control Shift down arrow, Control Shift right arrow, you get the database here. So you are also getting the sheet tag here. Okay, sheet tag because it's from a different sheet. Now you can press F4, so automatically dollars are added. Now when I put a comma, it goes to the next parameter. Next parameter is your column index number, right? So what's a column index number for SSN number here? SSN number is here. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I need to put 4 there, comma, last parameter is false. So double click on false. Now you can just close your bracket and tell enter. So you can see it fetches your SSN number. It comes here automatically. Okay, for those people who wants me to repeat, I repeat again. We look here, lookup value is, okay, 029. So when you tell table array, see if there's a voice break or okay screen lagging, it could be your network issues. So you need to check your networks, guys. Okay, so this is table array. This is from a different sheet. So what I do is I'll redo this. Okay, please observe the screen. You can type is equal to Vlookup. Lookup value is this. You can press F4, so dollars are added, comma. Table array is another sheet. Click here. Click on your A1 cell. Control Shift down arrow. Control Shift right arrow. You can press F4. Now you can observe in the formula bar. Put a comma. So the column index number for SSN number is supposed to be 4 here. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 it is. So put a 4 from the keyboard, comma, last parameter is false. So when you close your bracket and tell enter, Now you can see you're getting SSN number. Similarly, I want for all the other things, but when it comes to emp name, I have two names. I have first name, last name. So how do I get both the names? How do I get both the names? Very good. Yesterday we did and, right? Abdul Kalam and we joined Abdul and Kalam, right? So you have to use that and or ampersand. So one VLOOKUP you should write to get first name. You have to put and in between, and you have to write one more VLOOKUP to get last name. Yeah, try it out, finish this and let me know, okay, once you're through with this sheet. Then we'll talk about automation. Good. Correct. Correct, Khan. Guys, somebody from the YouTube was asking me, okay, what happens if more number of employees are there? Should we rewrite a VLOOKUP, right? The answer is like this. No, you don't have to. Okay, there is a technique to do that. You can convert your range to a table. So when you convert your range to a table, then it becomes dynamic. All your functions, any other tools you are using based on that particular range, when you use a table, it becomes dynamic. So you don't have to rewrite your VLOOKUPs or whatsoever it is. Search for table concepts, you will get that. Yeah, I want you to go and complete this. Manohar, complete this sheet, okay? Right, we look up to get everything else. You have, Rakesh, you have to write two VLOOKUPs, and in between two VLOOKUPs, you have to put an and. Ampersand you have to use. You have to write two VLOOKUPs. Done, is it? Good. Matin, make it a practice. So once you make it a practice now, then automatically the moment you select, your hand goes there and you will press F4. No, Prasanna, it's not right. Prasanna, Prasanna Lakshmi, it is not right. You have to write two different VLOOKUPs you have to write. Okay, and in between two VLOOKUPs, you have to put an and. See, okay, what Danish has done. Yes, Danish, it's right. So Rakesh, okay, you were asking me where to use and, right? Can you see here in the chat window? Danish has shared it. Excuse me. So those people who have done good, okay, we'll wait for the others also to finish. Huh? Guys, we'll give them time also. Time. Usha, you can't practice without a system, Usha. You have to have a system. Without that, you can't practice. Yes. Yes, Aishwarya. Space is within double quotes. Any text type of data should always be within double quotes. Put a space between double quotes, Netrali. Usha does not have a system. How can she try on Google Sheet, yeah? Oh, because maybe, okay, Deepika will, if your dashboard is blank, send a mail to ExcelR. Those guys, okay, if your dashboards are blank, okay, you need to send a mail. Okay. So looks like, okay, most of you have completed, right? So see, what I can do is, I can just do this. I can tell Control C, paste here, 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 here. I'm Control and clicking, and tell Control V. So I just did Control C. Okay, click, click, click here. Okay, I got Control V. Okay, now only change in factor is column index number. So the column index number for region, what's the column index number for region? We'll talk about employee name later on. So I'll just have to change the column index number for region. I think region it is 5, right? Earnings 7. Department 6. Start date 8. Okay, start date is coming like this because I told you all dates are stored as serial number, right? So it is pulling out the serial number of that appropriate date and giving you. So we need to change the format. So if you want to change the format, okay, there are two methods. One is you can go to your home tab. So click on the drop down here, okay, and make it a short date. This is one method. Or another method is, okay, you can right click here. Yesterday we spoke about format cells, right? So you can click on format cells. Okay, it opens up a dialog box. You can choose, click on the date here. Okay, and you can choose any date which you wish to have. So you can choose any date. So I want, okay, 14th March 2021 like this. And when I tell okay, so I get the date. No, it will not show you the date. Okay, it will show you the serial number of the date. So you have to change the format. Okay, now here, okay, coming to the name. So my first name is in 2, right? Now I can do a selection here. I can tell Control C, go to the end of this, and I want a space in between. So double quotes, space, one more double quote, one more and I'm going to Control V. Control V is for paste. Now the column index number is 3. So you're getting Mickey Anderson. Shahrukh, sometimes your chat will not allow you to copy here. Rakesh, your second Vlookup is wrong. This is missing in your second Vlookup. This is missing in your second Vlookup. Okay, check it out. Yeah, Zoom chat. Okay, sometimes you will not be able to copy paste. What, Sadiq? What are you telling here and there? And guys, okay, those people who have sent a mail to edl@excelr.com, okay, for mail access and all, you will be getting access within 1 or 2 days. Format of the date is like this. You can select, okay, you can click on the date, click on home tab, click on the date here and make it as short date. So you can do this. So I've repeated, okay, how to change the date. Alignment, not an issue. Let it be as it is. This is right aligned because this is a number. This is a number. All numbers are right aligned. First day class. If you remember first day's class, okay, then you will know. Since it's a number, it's right aligned. If these are all not numbers, it's not right aligned. That's it. Okay, guys, we'll proceed. Are you all through with this? Okay, guys, listen to me. Okay, stop doing. Listen to me now. Now here, just see the beauty of this. Instead of this S029, I'll type something else. I'll tell S089. Enter. What happened? Everything changed? Magic? So I'll type one more number. I'll tell, okay, S045. Everything else is changing. So isn't this wow? Okay, now suppose I just give a wrong employee code. I have given a right employee code, so it is picking up. Now suppose I give a wrong employee code, some employee code which is not there. Now see what happens, it's giving all hash and a. So when you talk about dashboard creations, you should also ensure that you give a right employee code. So how do we ensure that we give a right employee code? So we are not supposed to allow to accept the wrong employee code itself. That is called as dashboard. So it is an interactive way of doing things. So in this case, what we can do, we can use a validation here, data validation. So instead of typing in the numbers there, I can give a list of employee code. So I can go and choose so that I don't make any mistakes. Okay. So to give a list of employees here, okay, this is a method. Guys, observe my screen. I'm going to create a list here. Now suppose here in this cell, I want a list of fruits. Some cell here, okay? Here I want to give a list of fruits. So what I do, I just go to Home tab. I just go to put a beautiful border here. Okay, just to show you that I have a data validation here. Now in this cell, I want a list of fruits. In order to get list of fruits, you people can click on data. Don't do along with me, listen to me. So you can click on data here, okay? And you have an option which tells data validation here. Okay, so you just click on this data validation. It opens up a dialog box. Okay, here, when it opens up a dialog box, here you can see allow, it is telling you. Okay, it is telling any value here. Just click on the drop down here. Okay, when you click on the drop down, you get options here. So from here, you need to choose list. So when you choose list here, you get something called as source here. So under the source, you can type in the list of entries separated with the comma. I want a list of fruits. So I'm going to type a list of fruits separated with the comma. So I'll tell apple, comma, orange, comma, banana, comma, grapes, comma, mango, comma, pineapple, comma, and then so on. Okay. So any list, any number of items you can give. When I tell OK, now you can see you get a drop down here. So if I click outside, I will not even know that I have a data validation list. Suppose I click somewhere else, I will not even know I have a data validation list here. So the moment I click on this cell, you can see you get a drop down here. When you click on the drop down, you will be able to see the list of entries, what you have created there. So you can select from the list. So if your list is limited, you can do the typing. But if you have a huge list, then typing may not be feasible. In such a scenario, you can select from the cell address. So what I can do, I can type data validation. So I'll choose list here. In the source, I can select from the cell address. So I'm going to select from cell address here. When I tell OK, okay, so I get a drop down here from the cells which I have selected. Okay, so this is your data validation list. So what I can do here is, I go here. So I will tell data, I want the employee code. So I'll tell data. So I'll click on data validation. Here I will choose list. Okay, in the source, I am going to click on employee sheet. Okay, I want just the employees. So select all the employees here. I'm going to select from A2 cell, Control Shift down arrow. Just employee code. Okay, don't select entire data. I just want to select employee code which is there in A2 to A200. Now when I tell OK, so you get a drop down here. Now you can see you get a list of employee code. Select, work. Select, it's working, right? See the beauty of this. Now suppose I enter a wrong employee code. Can you see? It is barking at me. It is shouting. It's not even allowing me. It's telling retry or cancel. Isn't this wow? You've created a dashboard. This is your dashboard. Yeah, try this out. And I think Deepika shared the attendance link. Okay, guys can go and give attendance. What search box you're talking about? Click here. Click on data validation. You have to choose list from here, Manohar. Okay, here you can go and select employees sheet A2 to A200. Nivedan and Neha. Okay, I've repeated. You can just see it's still on the screen. Manohar also. Abhishek, you can use any ID, okay, provided you use the same ID to log in. Oh yeah, in 2007 version, you will not be able to go and click there. So Sharath, you type this as it is. You type is equal to, I'll copy this. Okay, you have to type this as it is. Okay, then it will come. So for those people who are using 2007 version, okay, I've copied this into the chat window. Just copy paste, okay, or you can type as it is, okay, in the source. You have to type is equal to name of your sheet, exclamatory mark, and then the address A2 colon A200. Yamini, start date, you have to change the format. So click on the start date here, go to your home tab. Here you have general option, right? Okay, here, click on the drop down and choose, okay, short date. I hope you got it, Yamini. Balaji, you want a coffee break? Huh? Fetch 1 cup for me also, Balaji. Matin, okay, what is your doubt, Matin? The list number, it's not in random order. It will be in the same order. Okay, what is available here? So here also you can see it is in random order, right? Okay, that's why it is there. So whatever order, okay, this is in this list order also follows the same thing. Yeah, how many of you are still doing? Guys, any doubts still here? Yeah, guys, anybody? Any doubts? SSN number is not numeric, so it is not in the right side. Only numbers will be in the right side. Shahrukh, okay, employee name, put it into the chat window. Let me see, okay, what mistake you have done. Hey, no, Sheikh Mohammed, you can't leave. This session will be till 9 o'clock. Please wait. Why are you guys in such a hurry to go, yaar? Okay, Shahrukh has got some doubt, okay, problem. Can you please rectify the problem for him? Hey, Shahrukh, your Vlookup itself is wrong, yaar. Can somebody correct Shahrukh's formula? Okay, just see Shahrukh. Swapnil only, okay, 8 hours, what is possible? Okay, I'm going to cover that in Excel, Swapnil. Excel is an ocean, okay, you can't complete. Even if I give you 800 hours also, you can't complete Excel. Your address itself is wrong, Shahrukh. Here you have to select from A1 to H200. I think you have selected wrong there. See, so many people are helping you. See, Manohar is also telling C1 to C2 is wrong. So here, okay, this is supposed to be A1 to H200. Okay. Should we go for the next topic? Or you want to try that other exercise, Vlookup and HLookup? Guys, whatever you are learning in Excel is not even 0.5%. Forget about 1%, okay? It is not even 1%. I think maybe, okay, 0.5% is what you're learning. This much is sufficient, okay? Oh, I mean for today, is it? Okay, guys. Amit, I wanted to do Countif, okay, but looks like, okay, most of you are tired. You're not able to take it. We'll see tomorrow. So it depends upon how much you guys want to learn. Huh? I had scheduled Countif also today. Okay, since most of you are tired, okay, you feel this is enough, that's okay. Vlookup is vertical lookup and HLookup is horizontal lookup, Rakesh. Withheld means blank, Zyke. Okay. Yeah, there are many methods. Okay, guys, maybe, okay, I'll do one thing. I will just show you, okay, the demonstration of whatever I want to show you. Maybe exercises, you can take it as an assignment. We'll discuss that tomorrow. Okay. So should we see that now? Since some of you want it, they don't want to miss. So we will see this Countif also. Maybe these exercises you can do. I will show you a demonstration now. Okay, guys, just observe my screen. Okay, suppose I have some numbers here. Okay, now I'm going to write a function called as count. Open the bracket. Now I'll just select this. So what will be the output of this? What do you think will be the output of this? No, it is not 10, it is not 6, it will be 4. So when it will enter, okay, so how come you're getting 4? What is it doing? What is it doing? It is counting only numerical entries. So count will count only numerical entries, only numbers it will count. So I also have one more function called as count A. Count A is count all. Now if I select, now the output will be 6. So count will take a count filled cell as 1. It will never bother whether it's a numerical field or a text fill. If the cell is filled, it will take a count as 1. So that's why it is giving you a 6 here. Now I also have one more function called as count blank. Count blank will give you count of blank cells. Now suppose I select this. Now the output will be blank cells. It will give you 4. There are 4 blank cells. 1, 2, 3, 4. It will give you blank cells. So within this family, there is one more function called as Countif. So Countif basically takes 2 parameters. The first parameter is a range. The second parameter is a criteria as a string. So when I tell criteria as a string, that means it should be within double quotes. So first parameter is your range. So I select a range here. Second parameter is criteria as a string. String means you should always put within double quotes. Irrespective of your numerical criteria or text criteria, criteria should always be within double quotes. So in any functions, the moment you see this word criteria, you should understand it should be within double quotes. Now if I tell, okay, double quotes, greater than 50, now what will be the output of this? Okay, what will be the output of this? Yeah, it will give you 1. So it will give you number of cells which fall into this criteria. Okay. Yeah. Here there is a sheet here. So you guys can take it as an assignment. Okay, we'll discuss the outputs tomorrow. Now these are the names of the students what I have. Okay, and these are the scores. Now A means the student is absent. Blank means withheld, means the student is present. For some reasons, okay, his results are not announced. Okay, pass criteria is greater than or equal to 35. Fail is less than 35. Okay, so I want you to fill this out and come tomorrow. We'll discuss this tomorrow. So there are 2 assignments for you guys. One is Countif and the next one is for your practice. We'll not discuss this. Okay, only if you have a doubt, you can ask me this tomorrow, but we're not going to discuss this. Okay, here we'll discuss these outputs tomorrow. Yes. Any doubts, guys? Ishwar Subramania, thank you for your feedback. Yeah. Countif, you want me to repeat, is it? Okay, Countif is like this. Countif basically takes 2 parameters. The first parameter, okay, is your range. So I selected a range. The second parameter is the criteria as a string. So you'll have to put within double quotes. So I'm telling greater than 50. So it will give you number of cells which fall into this criteria. Count blank will give you count of blank cells, Manohar. Count blank range, it will give you count of blank cells. Adnan, I already explained the syntax of Countif. You don't need an explanation. At the moment you tell is equal to Countif open brackets, you will be able to see that. Yeah, I mean, you can use dollar. Wherever you have an address, you can use dollar. Yes, Pratik, selection does matter. No, absent will not come under fail criteria, Danish. Okay. You can select only one cell, Adnan. Okay, in the criteria. You can't select range of cells there. You can have only one criteria at a time. Okay, sure, Rakesh. Just give me a minute. We can use not equal to like that, yes. Oh, thank you, Jyoti. Thank you for your feedback. Jyoti is telling, okay, you are an amazing mentor. Thank you. Why, Rahman? Why you want my age? You're going to search an alias for me, is it? Huh? You can keep on guessing, Rahman. Yeah, sure, Rahul, you can. Okay, somebody is sleeping, it seems. Okay, so shall we summarize for the day, guys? Okay. Okay, we'll summarize for the day. So today we started with, okay, Vlookup and HLookup, right? We started with Vlookup and HLookup. So we saw how to do a Vlookup, how to do a HLookup. Then we also created one dashboard, okay, using Vlookup. And along with the dashboard, we also saw concatenation here, how to concatenate two things. And we also saw how to give a data validation list. And we created one dashboard here. And we also saw functions like count, counta, countBlank, and Countif. So thus we come to the end of today's session. I hope you all enjoyed this session, guys. Thank you. People are giving me lovely feedbacks here, and somebody is giving me heart also. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Okay. Good night, guys. Stay tuned. Come tomorrow. HLookup basic salary, is it? Okay, sure. Here, Rakesh. Thank you, Jyoti. Bye. Good night, guys. Yes, Shahrukh, it works on Google Sheet also. Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you for all those hearts. Huh? Thank you, Nihar. And same to you. Yeah, they work in Google Sheets also. Except for the shortcuts. Some shortcuts may not work, but the rest all work. Satish, tomorrow 7 o'clock, yeah, 7 p.m. So you started searching all this, huh? You search my LinkedIn profile also. Yeah, log in. If you're getting in the mail, people can log in. Attendance is link has already shared, Gunvanta, or you can go to your LMS portal and then give, or okay, it's already shared. I think Deepika already shared the portal. Yeah, you can leave, guys. Yeah, you can see Shahrukh already. I think Shahrukh shared attendance. If you're given the attendance, you can leave. Thank you, Rahman. Thank you, Neha. Neha Gautam. What, Rahman? What do you want me to share? I don't think you have sessions on weekend, Shahin. Withheld is blank, yeah, Chaudhary. So attendance link is all, once again shared, guys. Okay, check it out. Thank you, Niveda. Thank you, guys. Okay. So I'll take leave of you guys. Bye. See you tomorrow. I am stop sharing my screen. Nivedan, sorry. No, partial name was visible, Nivedan. Okay. So see you tomorrow, guys. Bye. Good night. Take care.